So my story growing up was I kind of always understood that I was different than other boys and that I was more interested in like boys than girls. And like I said, I always kind of got that. But whenever I thought about my life growing up, I could never see myself actually marrying a guy. And it was always, what society pushes on you. Like, I'm going to grow up and I'm going to marry a woman and then I'm going to have like 2 to 5 kids and, it's going to be a happy life. And that happy life just didn't seem happy to me, but that's all I could really see for myself. And on, I can't even remember what day it was, like June or July 27th, when gay marriage was legalized. That was so groundbreaking for someone who lives that like fear of society's frame of you. And on that day, I could just understand what it was like to be able to know that I can be with a guy and I'm not going to be discriminated for against it, and I can grow up and I can have that happy life that I want, marrying a man and having children if I want. And that was a really happy day for me. I definitely believe in a higher power. I think it's probably more of like a comfort zone that a lot of people have, like just like religion is a comfort zone. I have the comfort zone of believing in a higher power, but I do not believe in the teachings of Christianity and like the Bible. I think it's been translated too many times for us to get the full effect of the original writers. I in no way shame the religion, but it's just not a fit for me. So I think that when you lost my train of thought.
Myself very spiritual. I identify as Christian, and while my church, specifically the people in my church, don't know of my religion, I have come out at church camp, and it definitely does make people treat you different. There's judgment and there's stigmas, to the point where I was actually kicked out of my cabin just for the fact that I like girls. None of those girls were cute.
It started out as a feeling, which then grew into a hope, which then turned into a quiet thought, which then turned into a quiet word. And then that word grew louder and louder, till it was a battle cry. I'll come back when you call me. No need to say goodbye.
Hi, I'm pansexual, and how I came to discover that was, I started out as bi, and I've identified as that for forever, basically, because I've had little crushes on girls since I was like 5. But as I got older, mainly in this past year, when I figured out gender binaries and met people who are trans, intersex, I discovered that, to me personally, I don't really have a major preference towards any one gender. And that's what pansexuality is. I can't speak. is for a non-sexual preference towards anyone of any body and gender. And I have been treated different, yeah. There is definitely a stigma that pansexuality is just a thing that was created on Tumblr, but frankly I don't care about that.
The foreman is down. We're rising the stairs.
If I was religious, would I still be gay? I think so. I've thought about it before. I've thought about, like, can I go to church and would I be accepted in a church still being gay? And I think at the right point in my life, when I decide that I want to pursue that lifestyle, then I would. Because there are a lot of like preachers that have like reached out to the LGBT community and they've said, hey, my church is 100% open to anybody. You can be black, white, gay, straight, bisexual, whatever you are always welcome to my church. And I think that's really strong. And
regardless of what people think, I still consider myself to have a very close relationship with God. And I think the fact that I have the capability to love more than one specific group resonates and reflects my spirituality.
When I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home, my only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would
any
go.
hate to my face before? Like, I know there's definitely probably been some people who's talked shit about me, but like I haven't experienced like anybody like come up to me and say like, you're a faggot and that's not okay, or like, you know, like your lifestyle is disgusting. I've heard of other people in our school that have experienced that a little bit, but I've been grateful that it hasn't happened to me. So it definitely does have an impact on social life, like not in a bad way, but people do look at you differently, and it's just like, I'm a human being, you're a human being, just let us live our lives, you know, just look at me as a normal person and not someone that you're gonna put a label on right away saying, oh, he's gay, he's my gay best friend, and you know, I should befriend him because he's different than everybody else. But like, no, it's just, although I'm different, you don't have to display that. So,
And I mean, there are people who, you know, will hear me say I'm pansexual and go, what's that? And I have to explain it on a daily basis. But I think overall there is a lot of acceptance.
Neverland is home to lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free. He sprinkled me in pixie dust and told me to believe in him and believe in me. Together we will fly away in a cloud of green to your beautiful dance.
I think everyone is born with choice. And like I said, ever since I was 5, I've had crushes on girls. I don't think there is necessarily a strict preference from the start. I think it is affected by how you grow up and your own personal inclinations and your own personal heart, really. I think that people are gay for reasons, people are lesbian, and people are pansexual by everything for specific reasons.
So, when asked if I believe it is a choice, I don't know, like I've invested a lot of time thinking about this, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I think it's a combination of the two, you know, this time you spent with your mother and then, you know, growing up. I think it all kind of is an equation that leads to who you are. But, you know, the more and more people are aware of sexuality because of the internet and all that stuff, kids realize younger and younger that they are gay. You know, at first it was just kind of like a high school thing, like you're coming to terms, you know, as you discover yourself in high school, and then you start looking at like news articles and it's talking about how middle schoolers are like, you know, the new trend of like, you know, talking about their sexuality. And it's even come up in elementary school. There's kids that are figuring this out in 5th grade. So I think it's definitely a process, but I think it's not a choice. It's not a choice. I don't, like, why would I choose a lifestyle, especially not right now, but in later times, why would someone choose a lifestyle when they know they're going to be discriminated against? They're going to be, you know, pushed around because of who they like. No one wants to choose that lifestyle. I didn't decide that I like guys. It's just, it's something in my head that says, hey, you're attractive and I want to be with you. And then I look at a girl and I'm like, I don't have those same feelings. I'm like, you're a nice person, you're pretty, and you know, you're going to have a great life with a guy one day, but I don't want to be that person.
To lost boys like me, and lost boys like me are free.
My family, when it comes to coming out, I actually came out on accident to my grandma. We were getting into a heated discussion about LGBT topics. And I came out and said, well, what would you do if I had a relationship with a girl? And of course she ignored me. And to this day she swears that I'm not LGBT, regardless of me, making myself a yes homo hoodie and everything. But my dad and my brother, my dad actually identifies as bi, which also my grandmother ignores. My brother hasn't said anything. He knows for sure, but he hasn't said anything. And my mom supports me wholeheartedly.
Barely beating it all. Oh, don't leave me here alone. Don't tell me that we've grown for having loved a little while. Oh, I don't want to be alone. I want to find a home. I want to share it.
It really feels more like I'm more free. Like I can go out and experience the world in a better way. I like to say that I came out in 8th grade to all of my friends. Like that's when I started, really just being open about it and saying, hey, I'm a gay male in Shelby County, Kentucky. And I recently came out to my mother in, I would say, September. And that was game changing for me. Like, whenever she would ask if I had a girlfriend, I would just be like, oh no, I'm just hanging out with a person. And now I can just be straight up, hey, I'm going on a date, and she's excited for me, and it's a relationship that I didn't have with my mother before, and it's great. But my dad, who doesn't know I'm gay, is a whole different story. No, don't do it. I was just gonna say that.
Do you think coming out has brought this new wave of confidence in you? Like, have you felt different? Like, are you more willing to end that?
Nothing lasts forever. And some things aren't meant to be. But you'll never find the answers till you set your old heart free. Until you set your old heart free.
Your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and soon I went and let you blow my mind. Sweet moonbeam, the smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one I've decided who's one of my kind. Hey soul sister, hey there mister on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you do tonight.